In this video, I'm going to cover some map-based techniques on dealing with the tank in Left 4 Dead. Now, the game's a few years old, and while a lot of players are familiar with a lot of these, I still find that a lot of public players that I meet are totally unaware of these, so hopefully this spreads the word a little bit. And as the title states, this is for campaign mode only. A lot of these will not work in versus, primarily because no human player controlling the tank would be this stupid. So, let's get started. Alright, this first one is fairly well known. This is the drains in Death Toll, the second map. Very close to the safe room. As you enter this large open area here, if there's a tank, what you want to do is try to entice him to climb up the ladder to come get you. And as he does, you climb down. And we'll see what happens here. He's totally stuck and immobilized on the ladder. Now, at this point, this is where your human teammates would be blasting the shit out of him. However, I'm playing with bots here, and for whatever reason, they seem to be unable to target him on the ladder, so they're just stupidly staring at him. But again, you'd be with humans who could just shoot him to death at this point. And for some reason, tanks come out all shiny and wet looking when I record demos. So anyway, that's about the end of this one. Short and sweet. This is another very commonly known one at the beginning of Death Toll 3. The tank-proof room, which is just a little closet with a door you can close and the tank cannot get in. Right at the top of the stairs here, first room on the left, and there it is. And you want to stand at the back of the closet to stay out of the tank's punch reach. And there it is. Speaking of doors, next up is safe room doors. There's some controversy over whether or not a tank can break open a safe room door once it's already been opened. I've seen it happen sometimes, other times not. I'm not really sure what the rhyme or reason is. It may be dependent on the map, I'm not sure. But if you're at the beginning of a map and a tank is coming at you, you might as well try it. Retreat back to the safe room, close the door. I mean, if you have nowhere else to go and he's going to beat on you anyway, it's worth a try. What I did find is it seems to help if you crouch and push into the door after you re-close it. And I'll show you some evidence of that here in a second. Alright, I have a tank chasing me here, and I run back to the safe room, close the door, and as I said, I crouch and push into the door. And you'll see what happens here in a second. Oh, he cannot break it in. And just to show that somehow the crouching and pushing on the door seems to matter, you'll see what happens here in a second. I step away from the door, and he breaks it down instantly. And here we go. I step away, and he comes right in. Now, I tested that 5 times in a row. In all 5 times, as long as I crouched and pushed it on the door, the tank could not break it in. As a control test, I'll try it again without pushing on the door at all. I just step back, and you'll see he breaks right in every time. So, all 5 times that I did not push in on the door, he broke right in, and all 5 times that I did, he could not break in. So, the whole crouching and pushing on the door definitely seems to matter. Alright, this next one I find not many people really know about. This is No Mercy 2, the subways. It has to do with the staircases, particularly the divider in the middle of the staircases. The tank cannot climb over. So you'll see here that all you really have to do is lure him to these staircases, and you can just run up and down the stairs and bring around the rosy here, just getting pot shots off on him whenever you can. And basically he cannot cross the divider. Now, you don't want to stand on the stairs directly across from him, as his punch can reach across the divider, but he cannot climb over it. So basically just stay on the stairs, run up and down, run in loops around them, shoot him when you can, and you can single-handedly take out a tank this way. advanced, and I'm the only one giving him any gunfire, so that's why it's taking a while. And there we go. Alright, this next one is No Mercy 4 on the roof. Right where you see this little safe house symbol, turn right, and in this room, there's always going to be a propane tank in the corner. Now we're going to drop it up here in this doorway, and it always kind of rolls to the right a little bit, so I kind of move a little bit to the left as I release it. Basically, you want it to drop just to the right of the doorway. And then we go lower the tank, and right when he steps over the propane tank, we use it to blast him over the edge. Bye-bye. Timing is very key here. Too late or too soon, and the explosion won't stumble him properly. But you can get about 90% of the time with practice. This one is for the same map. If the propane tank method doesn't work, you can lure the tank back to the elevator where you first started. If he ever shows up. And basically you want to climb in the vents here behind the elevator. Now as soon as he crouches to enter this vent, run to the other vent. Instead of following you through the vent, he'll run around the outside and meet you here at this vent. Once again, as soon as he crouches to come in, run back to the first vent. As long as you time this right and keep running back and forth, he won't climb in the vents to come after you. He'll just run back and forth on the opposite side, as you can see here. So timing is kind of key. If you wait too long, he will climb in through the vent, and then you'll have to adjust your strategy. But if done right, you can just keep going back and forth like this and get a couple pot shots off each time. It's a very easy way to kill a tank single-handedly on this map. If you're worried that he's coming in, and you don't know for sure if he's backtracking or not, you can listen for his footsteps to make sure that he is still out there. If he's crouching and coming in through the vent, you won't hear his footsteps. And voila. So I hope these have helped somebody out there, and thank you for watching.